Welcome back. Last November, retired Lieutenant General Sebastian Ndeitunga transitioned from his over 3-decade-long career in law enforcement to become the regional governor for the Ohangwena region. This evening, we have the youngest governor, of course, that's in terms of time in office, that retired Lieutenant General Sebastian Ndeitunga on the line to chat about his tenure so far, to provide us a brief overview of the events in 2023 and also to share the way forward for the Ohangwena region in 2024. Good evening to you, Governor, and thank you so much for joining us.
Very good evening.
Now, Governor, when you assumed office late last year, one of the commitments that you made was to prioritize addressing the water crisis in the region. Could you provide us with an update on the current status of that matter?
Yes, indeed. It is a fact that everybody knows that Ohangwena is having a serious challenges of water, infrastructures like roads, and these are challenges that need readily or resources that are available to address this type of challenges. And upon assuming my duty in the region, working together with the structures, all departments that are in the region, together we are assessing the magnitude of the problems and the cost thereof. And it requires a huge budget. They are still in the assessment stage. This year, I would go around in the constituencies, particularly constituencies that are seriously affected, to work together with the councillors, the chairperson of the the chairperson of the regional council, the regional chief executive, and all the councillors, to work together to see how can we start slowly but sure to address some of the urgent issues, to prioritize the most urgent one, and ensure that residents that are affected by droughts are assisted. The government so far has done a lot by allocating budgets every year to address the issue of water. But since the challenge is so huge, it cannot be addressed at once. It has to be addressed on stages. So we will continue doing what is required, but we should thank the government that has started well. No more needed to be done. And I'm going to join those colleagues in the region, because it is not a one-man issue. It's not a government issue.
Yes,
it's a government issue. It's a government task. Based on the structures, government structures in the region, everyone has to join hands. We have to make sure that we join hands, we pull the same direction, we sing the same song to ensure that the people of the region are assisted when and where possible.
Now, Governor, coming from a background in safety and security, how would you characterize the transition to a more administrative role as the head of the region now?
Yeah, leadership is just, myself, I'm there to provide leadership. I can't be a technocrat. There are technical people who don't work. I'm there to provide the direction, to provide the leadership, to ensure that the people who are deployed in different government institutions are working together to ensure that the projects of the government in the region are properly coordinated and fairly distributed, to be there in the eyes and the ears of the President of the Republic. It's a leadership issue. If I was able to lead the force for 17 years, providing quality leadership, here I think there is no very much difference. Only that to work with civilians sometimes very problematic. You see some of them probably they are used to too much relaxation, and some shake commitments. Is where you can find really some of them salary collectors. I can tell you. So we in uniform we do things on time, precise. Everybody is disciplined. Everybody should toe the line. If you don't toe the line, you ship out. But it's different here. So I have to acquaint myself, to cool my temper, and adapt myself to the new environment of commanding.
Now, Governor, in addressing crucial social issues such as education, healthcare and community development in the past year, how has the Ohangwena region tackled these challenges, and are there any specific improvement plans that you might have for the year 2024?
Yeah, in that area, the socio-economic issues in the region are very serious ones. I can tell you, the office of the government is always troubled with the young ones who have no resources to continue their education, and maybe they were told that whenever you have a problem, go to the governor. The governor's office does not have any budget to fill the gap. Like yesterday, they were calling me because someone, a young one, was accepted in Windhoek, and admission fee is 5,000, and they are coming to my office, or to their office, our office. But now, where will I get the 5,000 to pay admission fee for her or for him? And even if you had the resources, you pay for one, tomorrow you have to pay for 10, for 5. You are creating a presence that you will not be able to manage. So, poor families, brilliant children who want to continue their studies, but they don't have resources. Others, they came to me, youth, they came to me telling me, children in the region, in the village there, who are going to schools, and they don't have a sanitary pad. They need to be assisted with sanitary pads, particularly girls. Of course, girls. And this year, I would love to meet with the business communities so that we look at the problems and see whether business community can also assist. These are the future leaders of our country. They need not to stop halfway in their education, because like the young girls, if they don't have sanitary pads in the classes, they might miss classes, or they suffer stigmas from the boys, and it's better boys to understand it better than anybody else. But that is nature, and our sisters, they need to be assisted. So we have a lot of challenges in the areas, particularly disadvantaged the families. You have 1 billion children who would love to continue their studies, but they stop halfway because the family do not have the required and necessary resources to make sure that these children go further and they become doctors, engineers, astronauts, and so forth.
Well, Governor, I know that the issue of GBV is also very high on your agenda. Now, as the regional governor, what strategies or priorities will you be emphasizing on in the upcoming year to tackle this scourge of GBV in the Ohangwena region?
Yeah, it's one of the challenges that we have in the region, and we are working with the police, and I would love to work with also with the councillors, politicians, traditional leaders, and the traditional councillors, the churches, all these structures for us to sensitize our young ones, particularly young ones in the region, to know how to handle, to manage conflict management, or either in the families or in the relationship. That is not the end of the world. If a woman or a girl or a man does not want you anymore, it's not the end of the world. There are always alternatives. Talk to the second person, to the third person. You will find a solution. Probably a magnificent, supersonic way out, think out of the box. There is no need to kill yourself. There is no need to murder someone, to kill someone, to assault someone. There is no need. Go to the drawing box and get an alternative to that problem. Any problem that was created by men can also be resolved by men. Even these things of Corona came. Corona killed many people. Now the same man who might have created it is finding solution to this problem. No problem is insurmountable. People needed to know this. Problem comes in the society, problem can be solved. But it has to be solved with a cool heart, a cool mind, consultations, seeking for advice, and find a solution to a problem. So this campaign will go ahead in all social structures in the region, whether in the traditional structures, political structures, church, non-governmental structures, schools, and so forth. This is the only way to send a strong message to the world to be. To the world to be maybe suspect or victims of gender-based violence. And I'm so optimistic that we will reduce in the region this type of incident.
Thank you, Governor. Thank you so much for speaking to us, Governor, and we wish you all the best for this new year, 2024.
All the best, and have a prosperous, peaceful New Year.
Thank you, Governor. Of course, that is retired Lieutenant General Sebastian